Hello.
Morning.
Well, we're on a campsite just outside of Whitby and we're going to ride the Cinder track, hopefully all the way down to Scarborough. That's the plan.
Yeah, hopefully. We are a couple of miles out of Whitby where the Cinder track starts, but we have walked that yesterday, so I'll insert a bit of footage of a few key points along the way, and then this bike ride will start just from where our campsite sits on the track. Join us, hope you like it. The Cinder track follows the route of the old Scarborough to Whitby railway line, which was laid on cinders rather than the usual crushed stone. Line opened 1885 and closed 1965. The route today provides 21 miles of fascinating coast and countryside to explore on foot, horseback or by bike. So this ends the walking part, and the cycling part will continue to Scarborough that way. Okay, so now we're picking up the ride just where the walk left off yesterday, and I've no idea what we're going to see along the way. Hopefully a few old railway relics, and we'll just point out anything interesting along the way. It's going to be quite a slow amble along. It's around 21 miles from Whitby, so around 18 miles from the campsite, I think. We'll just see what we see. When the views are like this, there'll be limited footage. If it opens up or there's any old railway architecture, we'll show you. Enjoy. Old railway carriages in the garden of that house. It's just about visible on the approach. You can see I didn't cycle this part, we stayed on the track, but you can see there, gives you a quick look at all the stations. Holiday railway carriage and station accommodation. Hello. It's opened up a bit now. Lovely view of the sea. What a fantastic line this would have been back in the days when it was open. Opened in the 1880s, I think. I will correct myself on the screen if I'm wrong. And obviously closed in the 1960s with the beaching axe. After all the climbing, there's a lovely downhill section along the coast, just past a place called Bay Ness. And yes, if you are new to the channel through watching this video, there is a dog in the basket. There's Poppy. We're just taking it very, very steady today. Got no more plans for the day other than hopefully Scarborough and back. We've got a packed lunch with us and we'll just see how it goes. Yeah, there's signs there, Cinder track, so we obviously take a small diversion.
Yeah, it just goes round and then back across.
So you do divert through a little bit of a housing area, but it looks well signposted. So if you come out of the little residential road, the Grosvenor pub, just go straight over Station Road. Obviously the old station, hence being Station Road. Does actually say Station House there. Point to note, if you didn't want to go past the station, you can just stay on the main road for a tiny little bit and pick up the cycle route again. Right, so it says we've done 6.5 miles from Whitby and it's 17 miles to Scarborough, 4.5 miles to Ravenscar. I might have mentioned it, and I probably will again in this video. Some of the inclines for a railway are quite fierce. Must have been a challenging time for the driver and fireman back in the day. Ladies and gentlemen, at time of filming this, she's 58 years old. And by the way, as I say, if you're new to the channel, Poppy does not like it when anybody goes in front, which is really strange because I'm absolutely terrible at navigating. Must have been the Bone Shaker Express along here. We watched a few videos on riding the Cinder track. I don't think anybody mentioned how bumpy it can be in places. It's not your stereotypical old railway line ride where it's nice and flat and tarmacked all the way. There are a lot of stones and boulders sticking out, a fair few potholes here and there, and even the odd old railway sleeper just abandoned. So if you've got a skinny tired bike, you know, very thin 2-inch wheels or something, yeah, be careful. These fat tyre bikes are okay, but even then it's quite bumpy. Right, so just stopping really to show you this. Ravenscar Brickworks obviously used to be here, and it's now a National Trust area. If you do want to read that, pause the video. The brickworks are intrinsically linked to the fascinating tale of Ravenscar, famously known as the town that never was. And apparently Heather's saying there's a great view over there. This is what I was saying earlier in the video. Look, there's old railway sleepers just on the track. Let's just go and see what the view's like. think we're just coming up to Ravenscar itself. It's a nice little rest area here. Ravenscar Visitor Centre. Yeah, 5 miles from Robin Hood's Bay now, and 11 miles total from Whitby. And it's saying we're half a mile from Ravenscar itself, 12.5 miles to Scarborough. So we will pick up the Cinder track again. We've got to go on this little road for a while. But as you can see, it's very wide and not very busy at all, so all perfectly safe. Yeah, pretty easy back on the track. It's very self-explanatory. Some old pillboxes or whatever they are down there. I think I did read somewhere it was an old early warning station. This is now more like an old country lane. There was a warning sign just on a gate saying uneven surfaces from now on for a while. Oh yeah, yeah, there are some uneven parts. Just got an old platform here. There's a tree house, look. This is obviously an old station house as well. So yeah, platform both sides, look. I won't film the house too closely, but isn't that lovely? It's a very lovely ride though. Very enjoyable. We're going very sedate pace. We've got all day. We've got no plans for the day other than the bike ride. Really enjoying it. Going to stop somewhere that we can see with a bench and get our lunch. Probably not under this bridge though. Another bit of an old platform there. Might try and get that on the way back. Okay. 8.5 miles to Scarborough now. Right. Bit of a natural break stop. We've been riding through the woods and it's quite cool in there when there's no sun, and we happened upon an old rickety bench in the sun. And we have got a bit of a packed lunch with us, so we had intended to make it to Scarborough and have the packed lunch, but we've dawdled a bit because we've got no plans for the day and enjoyed the ride. So we're going to have a bit of lunch now and then we'll crack on to Scarborough. After a short lunch stop, we decided to only have half of our lunch because we're going so slow and steady. We thought we'd need something for the way back, so. Finally on some tarmac surface now. Hopefully this will last. Certainly makes it a lot easier to ride on. 17 miles to Whitby, 6.5 miles to Scarborough still. There's an old railway signal there, look. See it?
Where?
Just in front of you, look. By the house.
Oh yeah.
So, I didn't see it till the last minute, but obviously I recognised the architecture of the station house there. So, just got to cross the road. Yeah, clearly an old station house there. Bed and breakfast. It's nice. Old goods shed. I'm sure that's a reproduction there, that house. I'm not sure that's real. There is an old carriage in the garden there. You can just about see through the fence. I'm not sure if I could see it if I just went to here. Let's just have a look. Oh yeah, look. Old platforms with a carriage in it. That's lovely. Cracking on then. It's a loud one, isn't it? That didn't stay green long. Right, yeah, you can see there's a cycle sign there, look. Back on the track. Left. Yeah. Got another little part now through a little housing area. There are cycle route sign ones on the odd lamp post. You can't go wrong as long as you're observant. And you've got a navigator behind you shouting which way to go. Left at the end, there is a sign on the lamp post. Yeah. You can see then at the bottom of this road there's one on the lamp post going right. Yeah, and then on the lamp post there was a left. Not really sure where we're going. Guess we're going down here. Can't really go any other way. Looking like it. Yep, sign on there. And we're back on some sort of walled track now. We're back on a tarmac section just after that housing area. Not far off from Scarborough now, a couple of miles maybe. Still picking up the odd old bridge now and again. Can't be far off Scarborough now. I'm saying we've done 19 miles so far since we left the van. So, pretty good. And it's obviously getting towards a built up area now. We're riding through an area that says it was called Gallows Park. Doing well on the battery on the bike. I've not used any of the bars simply because I've only had it set to power 1, which only powers you up to about 7 or 8 miles an hour, and we've consistently been riding 8 to 10 miles an hour, so it's only really kicked in when I've pulled off or gone up a bit of a hill and dropped down a little. So when people say how long do the battery lasts, I've always said it depends how you ride it. If I'd have had it on power 5 and been riding at 15 mile an hour, we wouldn't have made it this far.
Like you say, we've done nearly 20 miles.
Yeah.
Mine did flick down to 4 bars, but it's back up to full again.
Yeah.
Like you say, we're not fit.
No.
We've done nearly 20 miles.
Yeah, we have gone really slow though.
Yeah, and we've also, based on the fact that we've done quite a lot of downhill, we know we've got to do uphill.
Yeah, exactly. We are saving the battery for the way back, no doubt. I think the nearer we get to Scarborough, the less and less of the track and any railway infrastructure is left. I've not seen anything for a while other than the odd bridge. Yeah, we think this is about it. We're a mile off from Scarborough town centre, 23.5 miles to Whitby. We put the sat-nav on to Sainsbury's being the end of the Cinder track. Looks about it. Virtually bang on 20 miles, I don't know if you can read that. It was on 193 when we left this site. We made it to the end of the Cinder track. Didn't go into Scarborough itself, it wasn't about that, it was about riding the track itself. Scarborough is for another day. So now we have 20 miles to get back to the van. I'm not going to do much filming on the way back, only the odd thing that I missed. There was a certain bit of station I missed and a bit of platform and stuff. So we'll pick you up in a bit. We've just stopped a bit of the way back at that old station house with the carriages in it from when we rode earlier, just to finish the rest of our lunch really. Okay, so on the way to Scarborough, I did miss a station. You can see now I'm riding along the platform edge. Easy to see how I missed it really, to be honest. The old fence in there that you do see on some heritage lines. And then this is obviously some sort of station house. Looks like it's been altered a little. I'm keeping the camera down because it's still someone's private house. So we've got about 10 miles to go now before we're back at the site, and it's such a nice sunny day, and we saw a sign for ice cream. I see 3 ice creams, a Twister, pineapple, a Magnum Mint and a Calippo. Looks like you're on for a Calippo pop.
Have some Calippo in your water.
In your water? Hey, how about that? Oh yes, please. I told you you're having the Calippo. This is mine. I can't hold 2 at the same time. You'll have to wait. What do you mean you don't want to wait? Hang on.
I'm not a vlogger. Just, she's going to knock the thingy over. The water's going.
She's having her ice lolly. Chill out, you grumpy bugger. Got just under 4 miles till we get back to where we started, and it's gone a bit grey. We've took a lot longer than we thought we would. because we've stopped a lot for sightseeing and stuff. And yeah, it is due to rain. Hopefully we make it back in time. We just are lucky if we don't, but it's not going to have spoilt the day. It's been a really nice ride. Not going to lie, there's some challenging uphill, and with having to try and preserve the batteries, you know, 40 miles in a day on one charge is pretty good going. But yeah, some of the uphill climb into Ravens whatever. I keep wanting to say Ravensclaw, Harry Potter fans. But yeah, the climb up to there was just constant, and that really did kill the battery for a while. But I've got 2 bars left. We're on another bit of a climb now, but I am being lazy now. With only having just under 4 miles to go, I'm fairly confident I can cane it, and I don't really care now. I just don't want to get wet. I've got to put the bikes back on the back of the van, and don't fancy that in the rain, but it's going to happen, innit? What's the chances? We're going to end the video here, just in case it starts raining before we get back to the van and we haven't done an ending.
You can see it coming in.
Yeah,
no problem.
we can.
Across the sea.
Yeah. So, hopefully you've enjoyed this ride along the Cinder track from Whitby to Scarborough and back. Thank you to our normal subscribers on the Campervan channel if you've watched this one. And if anybody else has just watched this for the cycling and you like what you see, we do a bit of cycling, and there will be a playlist at the end. I've started putting our standalone bike rides in a little playlist, but sometimes of a normal weekend we just do a little bike ride as well that goes in a standard vlog. So if you have been watching, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we'll see you on another video. Oh man, a bit wet. Look at me dog. If you watch to the end, you're enjoying this, aren't you? Oh God, it's absolutely nailing it now. Oh man. Don't think I'll need a shower when I get back, will I? All right.
We are wet through to asking.
Yeah.
Every bit of you.
Yeah, yeah.
Poor Poppy, he's not.
Look at me dog.
Look at her. You can hear her teeth chattering.
Anyway, if you can see through the lens.
I can't.
You got some bonus footage there, people. Thanks for watching.
That come down heavy. It really hurt as well.
We're still laughing.
We are.
See you on the next one.